All of us have had to fight through adversity at some point in our lives, but what I've noticed is that whether you fail or succeed is greatly determined by your responses to the cards that you've been dealt. And trust me, I know from experience, nothing feels better than finally succeeding through these trials and tribulations. Now, when I was a junior in high school, I had a lot to worry about. I was wondering which colleges I was going to get into. I was worried about my test scores, but I noticed that I was doing a lot of worrying and pondering, and I wasn't doing many things that were productive, things that were going to help me. So I had a lot of time in my hands, so I decided I was going to get a job and start working for the first time. And sadly, I cannot say that it started off well. I had an interview scheduled with Smoothie King, and I was incredibly nervous to go, as I had never done anything like that before. And once I finally muscled the courage to go inside and speak to the owner for the interview, I saw that she wasn't even there. And I was upset because I almost felt like I'd been catfished or something. I took the time to go and she wasn't even there. So, to make a long story short, we eventually scheduled the interview. I get hired. I come to the realization that her missing the interview wasn't just a mistake she had made, but it was simply the first chapter of many challenges to come. For example, she was angry with me for being 17 years old because the fact that I was a minor meant that she had a set of rules that she had to follow when I was there. And that was very frustrating for me because it's hard for me to enjoy being there when I'm always being criticized for something. It makes it feel like even more of a chore. So I decide that I have to suck it up, I have to deal with it, and I'll succeed. Sadly, she was not my only challenge because we had some of the most difficult customers I had ever seen. For instance, there was this lady, she probably had me remake her smoothie about 15 times. She was cursing and screaming at me because she would find something wrong with everything that I could do. And in the moment, I realized this was just another trial. I thought of it like a metaphor, because there's always going to be somebody nitpicking you and trying to bring you down. But will you let them? I wasn't going to let them. So I completely complied with her. I was extremely kind, and eventually she left. She continued to scream and curse at me as she left, but she left, and to me, that was success. So, fast forward a few more months, and it's my last day at work. I was about to leave for college, and I thought back to all of my obstacles, everything I had learned, and let me tell you, I have never felt better than I did that day when I had finally succeeded through all of my trials and tribulations. Thank you.